Let's get our true crime on with Monsters, the Lyle and Erik Menendez Story, coming to Netflix. Hi, I'm Garcia.
I'm Telly.
And we are the HerCastleGirls.
Hi there.
If you like content about pop culture, entertainment, apparently true crime,
Girl, we're into it.
then
Listen.
come along. Join us on our YouTube journey. You go ahead, subscribe to our channel. August 20th of 1989.
Okay.
We had Mr. and Mrs. Menendez,
Okay.
Jose and Kitty. They were living their life in Beverly Hills in their mansion when their two sons, Lyle and Erik, entered the den carrying shotguns. They shot their father 6 times. They shot their mother 10 times.
Wow.
She was on the ground slowly crawling and crying. Lyle ran to his car to reload before firing the fatal shot to her face. They basically unalived their parents. And this was one of the biggest crime stories.
Oh my goodness. Like
of our lifetime. And we are now going to see this played out in this story, which will be coming out on Netflix, where
on the 19th of this month.
Yeah, the 19th of this month on Netflix. We are going to see this played out by Evan Peters, Richard Jenkins, Cooper Koch, who all star in this film, along with some heavy hitters. We are talking about
Javier
Bardem. We're talking about Chloe Sevigny. So there's a lot of talent in this film, telling a very historical story. And we approached this with all sensitivity because there was so much going on with this situation.
Yeah. A lot of things led up to the unaliving of the parents, and no one really knew until, everything went to court, and that's when things were unsealed, and you learned about a couple of things that the parents were involved in.
Right, and some things that were
happening in that house where you're kind of like, I wasn't ready for that.
Yeah.
A lot of different documentaries about the Menendez brothers and the story, but this is the first time that it's going on a Netflix kind of level, introducing the story to a younger crowd, a new crowd, people that probably never even heard of this story before.
Their upbringing, the sort of parenting that they endured, it is one where you start looking at both sides, and it opens up the whole conversation around what parenting is, and can someone be driven to commit heinous crimes?
Yeah.
And that seems to be the situation with the Menendez story. We want to go ahead and watch the trailer for this film.
Yeah.
I believe that there were 2 trailers. The first trailer was just kind of like
a nice little teaser showing a picture-perfect family.
Yes.
But then you kind of, the photo was taken of these 4 individuals.
Yeah.
And after the photo is taken, you do kind of see things kind of in that same photo fall apart. Like,
let's watch that.
Yeah, let's watch that. Good idea.
I need to know what's going on with you and the boys.
What do you mean?
I need to know. I don't want there to be any more lies between us. I won't tell anyone.
It is over. Stop. I'm going to fix this family.
It's just us now. We're on our own.
And you see, the reason why I like that trailer it gives us a taste of the creepiness we are about to endure.
Yeah. Like, they're smiling in the photo, but clearly something is off. And then when it's just the two of them alone, you know, this goes dark.
Yeah.
They have no shirts on. They're showing, like, vulnerability.
They're vulnerable towards each other because they have such a strong relationship as siblings. You know, in a way, it's kind of funny because they're 2 years apart, like me and Telly. And we have, like, a really tight relationship. Avi. You look at that side and it's like, you know, how much do you love your sibling? Do you love them enough for them to convince you
to unalive someone?
The same people that created Dahmer are the people that are creating this. So
you know there's no holding back.
You know there's no holding back.
You know there's no holding back.
The official second trailer, which gives us a bit more context.
Okay.
With the first dog we had, I went to the pet shop to buy one of those collars that have spikes on them. You tug on the leash and it hurts. But it only hurts when it disobeys. People think that those collars are cruel. I think it's the other collars that are cruel. Because they create dogs that misbehave. You know what I think? I think that I didn't hit you hard enough. So as a father, that is my fault. And I'm sorry.
I hate my kids. May as well come out and say it.
Blame it on the rain that was falling on.
They're parasites, actually. They've turned us into people we don't want to be. And I regret having you.
Mom, you can't say that.
Please shut up, for Christ's sake.
Kitty.
Nope. I could have been a movie star like Kim Novak. And you're what I got?
You're gonna be like the Kennedys. That's why he was so hard on us. But I suddenly saw how cruel it was. What was going on in that house. And it's never gonna end. You can never escape from it. And I was always gonna choose my brother over my parents.
I see what happens when kids don't get the nurturing they need.
What's going on with you and the boys? I won't tell anyone.
You did this. You destroyed our family.
Wow. Oh boy.
You see, there are two sides to this story, and because a lot of people thought these boys are just spoiled rich kids that want more money, and their parents won't give them any, so that's why they unalived their parents. But there's another side that you see the clues.
Like, you see hints that they're showing, like, listen, all is not well in the Menendez household. There's clearly some stuff going on.
There's stuff going on.
They were brought up in an interesting way.
Right. There seems to be forms of abuse.
And that opens a whole other gate.
It opened up an entire debate.
It did.
On what does it take to create someone that would, commit such crime.
Yeah.
And that's why I believe so many eyes are going to be on this flick.
Yes.
Like, when this drops September 19th.
Yeah, I feel a lot of people are going to tune in.
Yes.
And like we were saying earlier, there's going to be a debate. There will be people that will actually probably side with the parents, and there will be a lot of people that will side with the Menendez brothers.
There are people to this day that are like, well, their parents created them to be what they became.
It's just wow.
I encourage you, go online, take a look at the actual footage from the case itself, and really take in as much information as you can before seeing this film, because I think that seeing the film on its own is great.
Oh, definitely.
And it's going to be artistic. It's going to be,
absolutely,
you know, worth the watch for sure. But absolutely. I really do think having that context of what it was like, because it's 1989, no social media.
Totally different world.
Totally different world. Yeah, all day news just became a thing.
Yeah.
Everyone's eyes were on this story.
And like this says even in the blurb at the bottom, you know, this was like the gateway to true crime. No one really knew much about true crime, really. Like, I think, like, you know, if you go back to the 70s, like, serial killers like, you know, Dahmer and, like, Ted Bundy and stuff. And even those were a big deal. But nothing to the caliber where you have these two brothers that come from on the outside, came from a prominent family. I forget what the father did for a living, but I know he was a prominent man in Beverly Hills. And they were a pristine family.
Yes, they were.
Yeah.
And there were a lot of secrets, as we can tell, to the point that
it's like
Mrs.
some Illuminati
Menendez
stuff.
Is what's going on between you and the boys? Don't worry, I won't tell anyone.
And that's the part that sucks too. That hurt.
And the idea that she said to her therapist, well, I hate my kids.
She said that they're the reason
parasites.
Why she couldn't become Kim Novak. It's like, girl, maybe you can't act.
This is the picture that when it ends,
wow,
you will ask yourself, well, who were the actual monsters in this scenario?
It's funny because I'm sure a lot of people are going to say, honestly, all of them were monsters.
I
the
think
parents were
definitely created
two monsters. We're not giving them justice to say that they should not. No one should unalive anyone.
I just wish there was another way. Like, you should see this film for yourself. After you see it, come back here. Let us know what you think. We might actually even do a quick, like, little review as to what we think.
We should.
Because this story is one that Menendez, everyone knows the story. Everyone wants to talk about it. I think this film's going to be amazing. There's some great talent behind it. Definitely. The revisitation of the 1980s.
Milli Vanilli come through.
The fashion, the clothes, like
the Reeboks. You remember those? You used to pump them up, pump it. OJ levels before OJ, if you know what we mean.
Exactly. So, if you love videos like this, please go ahead, comment, like, and subscribe to our channel. Be sure to check out HerCastleGirls.com and visit us on Instagram.
Yeah. But until next time, everyone, we will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye. Bye.